example. Okay, then you can you write your own example? Okay, you can write your own example. In your own, you'll write any example. Okay, we have plenty of examples for each and every type of set. Okay, for example, empty set or singleton set. Okay, I'll explain that universal set. Yeah, what is that universe? What's the word? The universe. Okay, we'll use the word universe in I think the science or the social. We can use that word universe. Okay, everything. Yeah, everything is combined together. That is called universe. For example, we'll consider in our school. Okay, that Orchard School is the universal set. Then grade pre-primary to till grade 12. Yeah, you are the subset for the set. Okay, you are the subset for the Orchard School. That's a universal set is Orchard School. Yeah, so everything is there. Yeah, for all possible things, that is the universal set. And next step, the power set. Few note is pending for power set. Later I'll move on to exercise number 1.2. Regarding the power set, it may be some property based on power set. Property based on power set. Okay, it's a property based on power set. What's the property means? The first one. What's the first property says that how many number of element in a power set? How many number of element in a power set? If n of a is equal to, which means number of element in set A, they will consider in generally m elements. It may be 2 elements, 3 elements, 5 elements, 10 elements, 100 elements, 1000 elements. It may be any number of elements. But in general, they will consider m number of elements. Then n of P of A, the cardinal number of the power set, which is equal to 2 power m. The cardinal number of the power set. Okay, the cardinal number of the power set. N of A is equal to m. Number of element in set A is equal to m. N of P of A, the cardinal number of the power set. The cardinal number of the power set, which is equal to 2 power m. 2 power m. This is the one of the most useful formula. And then this formula is used in the problem. Okay, this one is used in the problem. Listen carefully. Number of element in set A is equal to m. There are m number of elements. It may be 2 element or 3 element. For example, we'll consider m is equal to 3. M is equal to 3. A set consists of 3 elements. How many number of elements in the power set? Now, 2 power 3. What's the value of 2 power 3? 2 power 3. Answer me quickly. What is the answer for 2 power 3? Yes, very good. That is 8. Okay. Therefore, number of element in the power set is, okay, the number of element in the power set is 8. For example, I told that example. Okay, next, the second property. Second one, number of proper subsets. This is total number of element in the power set. And the next one is number of proper subset. Okay, proper subset. The number of proper subset. This one. The number of proper subset of a set A. Of a set A. Of a set A is n of P of A minus 1. Actually, everybody will know the difference between. Okay. This is for the property for the power set. Okay. The last class we completed the power set. This is the property for power set. Or you can consider as a note. Okay. There is a 2 information they will given regarding power set. For the first one is number of element in the power set. For the second one, number of proper subsets for the power set is that n of P of A minus 1. What is that n of P of A? That is 2 power m. 2 power m minus 1. Okay. This is for number of element in the power set. This is for number of proper subset. Number of proper subset for the power set. This is only the idea. You can copy these 2 ideas. Next, we'll move on to exercise number 1.2. Still I didn't explain the few notes. Okay, first I'll start the exercise. Okay, in between I'll include the notes. Okay, because already I'll given a lot of information regarding the types of sets. And okay, the next one, exercise number 1.2, the first Roman letter. Find the cardinal number of the following set. Yeah, exercise number 1.2. Exercise number 1.2, first one, first problem. What's the first one? First question. Find the cardinal number. They will given the set M. What are the elements for the set M? P, Q, R, S, T, U. Okay, these are the elements of the set M. Here you want to identify what is the cardinal number of the set. The cardinal number of the set is denoted by N. What's the name of the set? This is M. The name of the set is M. N of M. Simply we can call it as number of element in the set M. Okay, number of element in the set M. N of M. So I can read like N of M or number of element in set M. Okay, either way you'll read the N of M. Okay, the cardinal number. Either you can call it as cardinal number or N of M or number of element in set M. Okay, now we can count how many number of elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, N of M is equal to 6. Okay, N of M is equal to 6. This one, right? Student, listen carefully. This is a property for the power set. Property for power set. Already we completed the definition for power set on yesterday class. This is a continuation only. Because it's a property for the power set. And if N of A is equal to M, and then N of P of A is equal to number of element in the power set of A, and here it is number of proper subsets for the power set. This belongs to power set idea. Okay, these two properties belongs to the power set. Next, I'll move on to exercise number 1.2. First one, first sum. So identify the cardinal number of the following set. For the first one, N of M is equal to 6. Second subdivision. Set name. The name of the set is P. X such that X is equal to 3n plus 2, comma n belongs to W. The W means that's a whole number. That's a whole number. And X is less than 50. X such that X is equal to 3n plus 2. They will define X as 3n plus 2. And n belongs to W. Okay, n belongs to W. And X is less than 50. X takes a value which is less than 50. Listen carefully, student. Okay, please observe the problem carefully. Okay, X is equal to 3n plus 2. What's the value of n? N is the whole number. Okay, the whole number. What are the elements for the set? The whole number. Whole number means 0, 1, 2, 3, continue like this way. Yeah. But what is the information they will given? The value of X is less than 15. Listen carefully. The value of X is less than 15, which means this is only your value of X. Your X value is equal to less than 15. Simply you can change the value for n only. Okay. N is equal to 0. N is equal to 0 means what's the value of set P? Okay, here I'll write the element of set P directly. N is equal to 0. 0 plus 2, 2. Next, N is equal to 1. 3 ones are 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. Next, N is equal to 2. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. Next, N is equal to 3. Okay. 0, 1, 2 and 3. 3 3s are 9. 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. Next, 3 4s are 12. 12 plus 2 is equal to 14. That's all. Okay, because they will given the condition for X that X is less than 15. Okay, X is less than 15. Okay, X is less than 15. To 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. Listen carefully. Here they will define W as a whole number. The n value is taken from that whole number. 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. But they will given condition for x. What's the value of x? X takes a value which is less than 15. Okay. X is less than 15. Okay. X is less than 15. That's why you'll consider set P is equal to 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. Is it okay? Then N of P, cardinal number of the set P. N of P is equal to cardinal number of the set P. Cardinal number of the set P is equal to how many number of elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. N of P is equal to 5. N of P is equal to 5. Anybody having any doubt? Anybody having any doubt? N of P is equal to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But here we observe the two things. What are the two things? Now, first one, N. Next one, X. They will given the limit for X. X takes a value is less than 15. But N takes a value is the whole number. They will given the two conditions. Okay. That's why you can observe the two idea and then you can write down the answer for these problems. Okay, you can copy, including the property, and then you can copy that exercise number 1.2, first two subdivision. Just do it quickly. First, you can copy the property for that power set. Later, we can copy that exercise number 1.2, the first two problems. First, to copy the property. Next, you can copy that exercise number 1.2, the first two subdivision. For the second one, they will given that n is equal, n belongs to W, which means takes the whole number 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And then x values, which is less than 15. Then you can substitute the value of n. N is equal to 0. 0 plus 2, that is 2. N is equal to 1. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. N is equal to 2. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. Next, n is equal to 3. 3 3s are 9. 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. Next, n is equal to 4. 3 4s are 12. 12 plus 2 is equal to 14. Suppose next value n is equal to 5 now. 15 plus 2 is equal to 17. But they will given x is less than 15. That's why we'll write till 15. The answer is 14. 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. That's the solution for the first one, second subdivision. The next one, third subdivision. Subdivision number 3. Sorry. Subdivision number 3. First one, third subdivision. First one, third subdivision. Set Q is equal to, set Q is equal to the element of set Q, which is equal to y such that y is equal to 4 by 3n. N belongs to natural number. And 2 less than n less than or equal to 5. Less than n less than or equal to 5. So they will define a set Q like y such that y is equal to 4 by 3n. Then n belongs to the natural number and the value of n is 2 less than n less than or equal to 5, which means the value of n, it becomes 3, 4, 5. Is it correct? Because 2 less than n. Okay, we'll choose, we can skip that number 2 after 2 because 2 less than n. Okay, or more than 2. More than 2, now that's 3, 4. Less than or equal to. Okay, less than or equal to. Now you must include the number. Less than or equal to. Now you must include that number. Then 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's the value of n. Now we can substitute and we got the answer for y. N is equal to 3. Okay, I'll do it here. First, n is equal to 3. N is equal to 3 and y is equal to 4 by 3 into 3. Nothing but 4 by 9. Next, n is equal to 4. But in class work, I am writing the next consecutive line. Okay, next is consecutive line. N is equal to 4. Y is equal to 4 by 3 into 4. 4, 4 getting cancelled, it becomes 1 by 3. Next, n is equal to 5. N is equal to 5. The value of n is equal to 5 and y is equal to 4 by 3 into 5. Nothing but 4 by 15. Okay, now what's the elements for the set Q? Set Q which is equal to, what is the element? 4 by 9, 1 by 3 and 4 by 15. How many number of elements in set Q? There are 3 elements. Okay, there are 3 elements in set Q. Therefore, the cardinal number of the set Q, n of Q is equal to 3. Therefore, the cardinal number of the set Q is equal to 3. That's the answer for first one. Third subdivision. Next, fourth subdivision. Set R is defined like x such that x is an integer. X is an integer. X is an integer. Then x belongs to z. X is an integer and minus 5. Just right. I'll continue here. Minus 5 less than or equal to x less than 5. Set R defined like x such that x is an integer and x belongs to z. Z means set of all integers, negative and positive integers. Then minus 5 to plus 5. Minus 5 less than or equal to, which means you can include that value minus 5, but we could not include the value 5. Now we'll write the elements for set R. Minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, till 4 we'll continue to write the elements. Okay, the set is defined in integers. Okay, they will given a limit that minus 5 less than or equal to. That's why I'll include that value minus 5. Okay, suppose you have any problem, it's very simple to draw the number line and you can write down the elements for the set. Okay, to draw the number line, you can draw number line here. For integers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Till minus 5. Before that number, minus 5. Sorry, plus 5. Minus 5 to till 4. We'll write all the elements. Then now n of R, number of elements, the cardinal number of the set R. Can you count and write number of elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. N of R equal to 10. Because n of R equal to 10. That's the solution for first one, fourth subdivision. Simply you can identify the cardinal number. How many number of elements in a set? Copy this problem. And next, next one, just one wait. Okay, listen, for the first one, third subdivision, the Q is equal to y such that y is equal to 4 by 3n. then n belongs to capital N, set of all natural number, and the value of n, that value of n is 2 less than n less than or equal to 5. Okay, 2 less than n less than or equal to 5, which means n takes the value between 2 and till 5, between 2 and till 5, between 2 and till 5. Okay, that's the value of n, 3, 4, 5. Simply you can replace in the place of n equal to 3 and n equal to 4 and n equal to 5. Yeah, in the place of n, we'll replace this value, and then you can got the answer for the third subdivision. For the fourth subdivision, it belongs to the integers. Okay, set of all integers. Set of all integers. Then you can draw in a number line. Okay, first we'll draw in a number line. They will given the limit for the integers. That is -5 less than or equal to x and less than 5. -5 less than or equal to x less than 5. Yeah, between -5 to +5. -5. First we'll draw the number line. This is the positive side of integers and this is the negative integers. This is positive integers and this is negative integers. In the middle, 0. Then you can write down the answer: -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because they will given less than 5. Okay, less than 5. Yes, that n. Here the n is greater than 2. That greater than or more than 2. More than 2 na 3. Okay, for integers, for natural number, more than 2 na 3 only. Yeah, 3, 4 and 5. Less than 5 na, that is maybe 4, but less than or equal to. Less than or equal to, you must include that number. For equal to, whenever you are seeing the sign that equal to, you must include the number. That is only the idea for these two subdivisions. Next, fifth subdivision. The set of all leap years between 1882 and 1906. Okay, between the leap years between 1882 and 1906. Okay, we'll identify the leap years. Okay, now we can concentrate clearly and then you can do the problem. How to identify leap year? Do you have any idea how to find the leap year? Okay, 4 years once. Okay, very good. So add 4 years and okay. First one, fifth one. Set S is equal to the set of all leap year. Set of all leap years between 1882 and 1906. Okay, now we can try first to divide by 4. 1882 is divided by 4. How many times? 4 4s are 16. Balance 2, 28. Okay, balance 2 is 28. And how many times? 7. Then balance 2. Yeah, balance 2. Yeah, the 1882 is not a leap year because it's divisible by 4. You got the remainder as 2. Okay, you got the remainder as 2. Next, add these 2. Okay, add 2. Okay, add 2. 1882 is divided by 4. Okay, 1882 divided by 4 means you got the answer that remainder as 2. The remainder as 2 means add 2 to that dividend. That 1882 plus 2. Then you can check 1884. 1884 divided by 4. How many times? 4 times 16. Balance 2. Balance 2. And 28. 7 times. Next balance 4. That is 1 time. 0. Yeah. Therefore, set S which is equal to the first year is 1884. Next 1888 and 1992. Sorry. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. 1892. 1892 and 1896. Okay, listen carefully. Next, add 4, na, that is 1900. Okay, 1900. Yeah, 1900. For 1900, for the centuries and all. Okay. For till this, there is no problem. Okay. For till this, there is no problem. We can directly get the answer. Okay. Because for leap year means we can know the answer. How to get the leap year? Now, which year is divisible by 4? That year and all is a leap year. But listen carefully. For the centuries alone, we have the different idea. What's the different idea mean? The centuries and all is divided by 400. It may be 1000 century and 2000. Okay. Just we can check for the centuries at 1000, 1100, 1200, 1300, 1400, 1500, 1600, 700, 800, 900, 2000, okay, 2100. For the this that adding the centuries, okay, from 1000 to can adding the centuries will divided by 400. Now we can check 0 cancel. For 19 by 4, 19 is divisible by 4. No. Yeah, 19 is exactly divisible by 4. It is not possible. Therefore, 1900 is not a leap year. Listen carefully. This is only the mistake. Plenty of members, you made a mistake. Then you can simply add that 4. Add 4 and you can check, yes, this 1900 also is a leap, but 1900 is not a leap year. Okay, keep in your mind. 1900 is not a leap year. Yeah, once you divide the centuries alone, you can divide by 400. Yeah, 1000, 1100. So this and all you can divide by 400 and then you can say whether it is a leap year or it's not a leap year. 1900 is divisible by 400. It is not divisible by 400. That's why 1900 is not a leap year. Okay, next. 1900 is not a leap year. And then next you can try for the 1901 is not divisible by 1902. 1902, just wait. Or divisible by 4. 4 4s are 16, balance the 30, and this is also is not divisible by next 1904. 4 table. 4 4s are 16, balance 3, 30, 7 4s are 28, balance to 24, 6 times. Yeah, the 1900 for the centuries alone. For the centuries alone, you must divide it by 400. Okay, 400. 19 divided by 4. How many times? 4 4s are 16. Balance 3. Balance 3. Yeah, that's why the 1900 is not a leap year. Okay, everybody is clear? Now the 896. Next is 1904. 1904 is the answer. I'll continue here. 1904. Therefore, how many number of elements? N of S is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That N of S is equal to 5. This is only the reason, okay? Because everybody can blindly consider for leap year is divisible by 4. Yeah, for the century alone, you can have the different idea. We'll go with that 400 divided by 400. Okay, this is only the correct way to check whether the given years are leap year is not a leap year. This is applicable only for the centuries. Okay, only for the centuries. Or remaining is not okay. Okay, this is directly can divide by 4. You can write down the answer. Is it clear? This is only the idea for identifying the leap year. Can copy that N of S is equal to 5. The answer is N of. Okay, once again I can repeat. The set of all leap year between 1882 and 1906. For example, first you can divide by 2, then you got the remainder as 2. That's why you can add 2. 1884 is the first year. Add 4, 4. 1884, 1888, 1892, and 1896. Next is 1900. For 1900, for the centuries alone, you must divide that how to, whether it is a leap year, the centuries is must divisible by 400. Yeah, without remainder. Yeah, the centuries alone is divisible by 400 without remainder. That only is the leap year. For example, 1500 is divisible by 400. No, that is not a leap year. Okay, next is 1600 is divisible by 400. Yes, it's a leap year. Okay, it is divisible by 4. Therefore, it is a leap year. This is not a leap year. 1700 is divisible by 400. Possible? No, that is not a leap year. Next, 1800 divisible by 400. Possible? No, this is not a leap year. 1900 also is not divisible by 400. Therefore, it is not a leap year. 2000. 2000 is divided by 400. Yes, it's divided by 400. 5 times. Therefore, it is a leap year. Yeah, for the centuries alone, 1000, 1100. Okay, for the centuries alone, you can go with the divided by 400 to check. Yeah. Okay, thank you, students. Please copy this problem. The remaining thing you can discuss on tomorrow's session. Thank you. The first one is not a leap year. The 1882 is not a leap year. First, you can check divisibility by 4. Then only you can start writing the leap year. Okay, thank you, students. Thank you.